Hello, and welcome to Magna Gracia ASMR. Today we are starting out right away with more Pokemon card organization. Now, I've already done 4 installments of this series before, and I figured it would be as good as time as ever to continue this series. Now, I am doing this as a voiceover because my microphone setup is not to the standard of where I want it to be. I just don't have a tripod, that's the thing. But, you know what? We make do, and it's probably better this way anyway. Anyway, I hope you all are doing quite well. I am doing pretty good. I'm happy to be getting these videos made because it's been a while since I have recorded all of these. It's a very interesting cottony card. But yeah, I think I recorded them last year. I want to say around December, but it's better late than never, you know what I mean? And I haven't really been too involved with Pokemon recently. There's me opening my blinds. But yeah, I haven't been too involved with Pokemon just because there haven't been too many sets that I've wanted, or in the same vein, sets that I have gone out of my way to purchase. Like, I bought 1 pack of Journey Together, and I haven't opened it yet, even though I bought that pack when it first came out. I think it was at the end of March, and it is in the middle of May right now. So, yeah, I'll probably and maybe post a video about that, maybe not. But I do know of another set coming out in June, I believe. It's the black and white 151 type set. Now that set I will splurge on because I love black and white, as some of you may know. But I figured it might be a good initiation back into the realm of Pokemon. And yeah, hopefully we can do something with that. But something that I wanted to talk about. I know everybody is obsessed with the Pokemon Online TCG Pocket game. I also played this game, keyword played, back in the day when it first came out. But as of recent, and by recent I mean probably a month into that game being out, not that I got bored, but I just started to do other things with my life, and being on my phone for a long time was not one of those things that I was doing. So I deleted it. And I also deleted Pokemon Go, which was it was a very big change for me, because I've had Pokemon Go, no joke, for ever since 2025, probably for the past 9 years, almost since it came out. I think I got it around 2016. but I even got it on my iPad mini where I didn't even have data to go out in the world and, play the game. I would still play it at school and just catch the Pokemon that were nearby. But in the same vein as the Pocket game, so I'm going to drink some water quickly. In the same vein as TCG Pocket, I just kind of wanted to do other things that would kind of make my time on Earth better. I have no idea what I'm saying, but it is kind of how I feel. Like, I've been wanting to do a lot of projects recently, and I just feel like playing games on my computer and on my phone have kind of hindered that time that I could be doing other projects and, not wasting my 20s away, if that makes sense. I know some of you would probably disagree with me and think I'm just spewing a lot of, hip baloney, but I think there's some merit to the things that I'm saying, at least in my mind. So, yeah. Anyway, there will be a few more sets of videos regarding this Pokemon card organization with this binder that I have explained before I bought from a kid at a garage sale. Don't worry, the kid was paid well. And actually, I bought some more from this kid just a few days ago. So I'll organize those as well, and I'll have a new setup. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I bought a lot less cards this time, but I definitely bought them overpriced, as a lot of them are fake. Now, yes, I am a collector of fake cards, as you may see in this video. There probably are some fake cards just, floating around here and there, but I don't mind, because I kind of want to do like an updated fake cards video, as I think I made my first fake cards video around 2023, end of 2023. So I've gotten a lot more, and I definitely need to... Have I organized them? Maybe. I don't remember. I know I organized these, but I don't know. We'll see. Can't get too ahead of myself here. But anyway, yeah. That's kind of been the update on how I am feeling about Pokemon at the moment. I hope you are all still interested in these organization videos. I know I find relaxation in them, so if you want more, or if you want me to open up more Pokemon cards, or have any suggestions for me in terms of Pokemon, things you want me to play, or things you want me to do, just feel free to let me know, and I'll certainly be open to suggestions, so long as they're not going to put my wallet at great expense. I'm gonna drink more water. It is so incredibly warm. I'm gonna check my weather app. Now, this weather app is not as extreme as the Weather Network, which I know a lot of people use. I just find that the Weather Network is a little bit extreme. Like, it could be comfortably like 25, okay, maybe not comfortably, but I'm talking about Celsius, by the way. It could be like a comfortable, I don't know, 15 degrees, and the Weather Network will say that it's 20 or like 22, and it's just not right. They also love to overstate rain, and sometimes rain just doesn't even happen. And they're like, yes, 80%, yes, percent, 80 percentage of participation. Like, did I say participation? I meant precipitation. I'm losing it. But anyway, right now, where I am, it is, we do Celsius to Fahrenheit. It is 79 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is crazy. That is too warm for mid-May. It should be at the most 15 degrees, which is, I don't know, like 50 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I object. And it's like, it's humid where I am. It's not a dry heat, it's more just a really unbearable humidity. So, hopefully, things get better as the weeks go on. I know it's supposed to be a bit colder next week, which is lovely. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for 200 subscribers. I haven't mentioned that yet. That is very, very nice. I appreciate it very much. And yeah, I am definitely open to suggestions, seeing as I won't be playing my normal games as much. I still will be like uploading various Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail videos, because that's kind of what I have been doing as of recent. But I would also like to branch out. I know one of my viewers, or a couple, have been wanting Wuthering Waves, which is another gacha game. I have been uploading some mini motorways and some supermarket simulator videos, which I am quite fond of, although my mini motorways videos definitely gets people into a tizzy, which is, you know, meh, but oh well. People like what they want to like, and I guess it's a game where there could be a right and a wrong, but I find it to be quite relaxing, and I don't tend to lean in like, it's a game. If you want to watch someone else who's better playing it, just go to someone else's channel. This is not the channel for you. I'm not a god gamer by any means. Like, chill. But anyway, I have a list of things here that I could do. And I've had this list for a long time. And I do want to read more on this channel. Like, I don't know, maybe read another Pokémon book. If I remember, I'll put a link to my Pokémon Black and White 2 guide reading video. It took a while to say. In the card of this video, if that's possible. I don't really know how to do that. but I'll figure it out. But I do have a few graphic novels of Pokemon books. I also have a Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire guidebook that I can showcase for all of you. And yeah, I don't know what else. I can do another. Actually, did I do a Pokemon card showcase? I don't know if I did. If I did, it must have been forever and a day ago. But if not, I'll go back and whip out my Pokemon binders and make something for all of you, because I enjoy doing these. I enjoy talking. It's nice. Now, I kind of want to shift gears a little bit and talk about life. And more specifically, I want to talk about making friends. Now, in my opinion, it's been very hard for me to meet new people. I've went to a few, not meetings, but meetups with, just some clubs. And it's kind of hard to, get people's social media and to talk with them more. I do have their Discord, but, the group Discord. But, in my opinion, just cold calling, cold texting. Some people, it would just, seem a bit strange, in my opinion. So, yeah. And if I didn't already mention this before, I think I'll put it at the start of this video. But I'm organizing these cards into piles. Piles based on their set. So, if they're black and white emerging victories, I think that's one of the sets. I'll put all of those cards in that pile. And if it's X and Y base set, I'll put all the X and Y base sets in a pile. I think you know what I mean. But we are onto the trainers here. But yeah, I found it a little bit hard to talk to people. Not necessarily to talk to people, but to initiate conversation. And I know it's much harder these days just because of social media and everybody's inside, everybody's when they're outside listening to music, and it's just a little bit disheartening when you want to do something, but there's outside forces that kind of prevent you from doing the thing that you want to do. In my case, it's, getting people's numbers or getting people's, Discord. But, I know it's a problem that a lot of people are dealing with, and even if I went up and asked if they wanted to do something else, so there's a fake card right there. I'm sure they'd be in the same vein as me, in terms of not necessarily having the clientele of friends that one would have had in the 1980s, where you go to school and you see all your friends, you go to university with these friends and you stay in touch, But I feel like in this day and age, a lot of people just grew apart more easily because, there's the introduction of online friends, there's the introduction of social media and getting involved in a lot more things that exist now than existed like in the 80s or in the 90s. And I have heard from a lot of places that there is like a loneliness epidemic, which is kind of sad because, you know, we need company as human beings. We like being in the presence of others, and for me, I like hearing other people's opinions, and I like to bounce things off. Goodness. I like to bounce things off of people, and another fake card here. And I just like hearing people's perspectives, and maybe that shapes some opinions of my own, and I don't know, I kind of like that. Because if you don't think like that, then it does lead to, like, potential feelings that you're, like, always right, or you think you're better than everyone else, which a lot of times, well, every time, is not the case, except if you're me. I'm just kidding. But on one hand, there is like an ego side of this. I know I'm talking about life in a Pokemon card organization video, and you probably are not here for that, but if you are, I appreciate you, so thank you. But I feel like on one hand, with the loneliness that a lot of the West is feeling, allegedly, part of it has to do with, like, that can, like, things that can stem from the loneliness. On one hand is ego, and on the other hand is, like, self-deprecation and feeling like you're not good enough. And I feel like a lot of people have experienced both. Is that another fake card? I think so. I'm sure you can tell. Okay, I think my judgment in the video made me think that it was just weathered or something. But anyway, as I was saying, I know a lot of people probably have felt both in a way, maybe some more than others, for both spectrums. Sorry. But I feel like if you understand where you're coming from, like what stage you're at, and acknowledge and maybe try to move into a more neutral, accepting way, I feel like a lot of people would just be gravitated towards you. Like, when you walk into a room, you don't want to walk in with your hands clasped, like twiddling your thumbs and looking all over the place as if you're lost. Like, nobody, at least I think, wants to live like that. I'm sure there are people who enjoy being, for lack of a better word, submissive. Like, just, maybe that wasn't the right word. That's the word I'm gonna use. But you know what I mean, like, you go on Instagram and people just kind of parade themselves as being lesser of a human, I guess. And in my opinion, I just feel like everyone should have confidence, and everyone should walk into a room like they own it. And that's what I do. When I have my hair done, when I have my heeled shoes on, when I have my nails painted, when I have my necklace on, when the outfit is right, nobody can say a thing to me. And yes, that does lean in kind of to the ego, but also it leans into more confidence, because I just want everybody to love themselves, and I love myself. I love this card, and yeah, everybody's worth it. everybody has a place in life, and everybody has their moment. And it's up to you to embrace that moment and, shine and become the person that you were destined to be. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on ego, confidence, and loneliness and self-consciousness. But I know a lot of ASM artists talk about like positive affirmations, and that's kind of where this is headed. So I'll just give you some. Why not? You're worth it. You are loved, and you are cared for, and you can be whatever you want to be. And I believe in you. You got this. I hope you enjoyed that. I do have 2 more pages here of Pokemon cards. If you've noticed that I've gone in and out with my microphone, it's just because my voice is not all there right now. I hope it's still relaxing. I'm talking a bit louder than I normally would just because I want my voice to be well-rounded and full, whereas if I talk low and quieter, it kind of like fizzles out a little bit, and my throat just gets caught on my words, and I don't really want that to happen for me, and I don't want that to happen for you either. So yeah, I hope this works, and I'll probably drink some more water. Getting caught up with my wires here. In terms of my life, I bought some more things for my room, some more books, old books from the early 1900s, late 1800s, which I'm very happy with. I read a novel recently. Now, I have not read a novel in years, ever since I was a kid. And I won't say the name of it, but it definitely made me think. Maybe I'll do like a little book show and tell one day, but I don't know. I don't ever want to read that book again. That book made me very sad. But it's okay. It definitely gave me a lot more perspective on some people that have entered and exited my life, and just kind of pinning a personality or lack of personality to people in literature. And I appreciate that. I appreciate when a writer can kind of take an idea and personify it and have that personification resonate with the reader in terms of, people in their life. I hope that made sense. It made sense in my mind. But yeah, I did enjoy the book, I must say. It did make me sad. Oh, fake card alert here that I didn't catch before. But yeah, I've been really productive, if I'm going to be honest. There have been times where I've been wanting to cut out certain things, like I told you about gaming, and I've been wanting to cut out social media, and I have for the most part. Like, Instagram, I maybe go on Instagram like maybe once every 2 weeks for like 5 minutes just to see if I got any DMs from people I don't normally message. But other than that, I've been focused on other things like sewing. I sewed my first thing the other day. It was a tote bag. Did I press my seams? No. But yeah, I don't know. It was fun. And I think we're bringing in the energies. Okay. But I've been also working on some cross stitch, which has been quite fun. I do love cross stitching. I wouldn't say similar to sewing, but it's fun nonetheless. And what else have I done? I've been organizing my voice memos on my phone. I voice memo a lot of things, just so I remember, or, stories from my grandparents that I just want to live on forever, And I've been writing the contents of those on Obsidian. It's the note taker app I use. I love Obsidian. Actually, I love Obsidian, but I don't think I use it to the best of its abilities. I'm not an Obsidian pro, unfortunately. But I make do, and I use it, and it's lovely. It syncs to my iCloud, which is amazing. And yeah, I still have a lot to go, but it's what I do on the bus. My hour and a half bus ride to work. Hour and 15. I'd say an hour and 15. If I'm unlucky, then it's an hour and a half. But anyway, we are coming up to almost the end of this video, which is unfortunate, I guess. I don't know, sometimes I just say things and I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I hope you enjoyed this organization video. I didn't talk at all about the cards, so I don't know who's gonna watch it. But, thank you so much if you do. But now, time for the showcase. Welcome to the showcase. These are all of the cards that we organized today, including the fake ones. I really hope that you enjoyed this video / ramble / organization session. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night. Bye bye.